Well, talking about Diva festivals that are happening again, the Literary Festival was quite good,
Woo!
wasn't it? And that's changed its time of year slightly as well, because it's coming up in March next month. Now, I think both of our authors were in attendance last time. Kiki, did you have a good time?
I did. First of all, the music festival, I can't let that pass me.
You can't let that pass.
My best weekend last year. It was an amazing event, and anyone who didn't come, you missed out, and you have to get tickets. It honestly is the most fun.
It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was the most fun. I did think the literary festival was the most fun. I think the music festival just edged past.
Oh, well, we'll have
We're
to
pulling it back.
Yeah, but that's only because you didn't have to work at the music festival. You had to work at the literary. Yeah, you worked the dance floor, babe. But yeah, there was no rules to that, was there? To be fair,
luckily.
Well, we'll have to see if we can top the music festival experience.
I think it will, because the literary festival was incredible last year, wasn't it?
It was, but I think it's going to be better this year, even better, because there's some really super panels, and it's very exciting.
Oh, well, talking of super panels, tell us the title of yours again, Val. I kind of want to hear it from you, really.
Well, it's about prudes, how they write rude, and two women like myself and Kiki, we do a little bit of rude, but we're a little bit ill at ease with it. So
You're ill at ease, are you? Right,
Kiki Archer, I don't know about you, Val. I don't know you very well. You are not a prude.
Well, I've been selected for this panel, so I must be.
Yeah.
VG Lee and Claire Ashton.
Yeah.
We're the same. We're cut from the same cloth, aren't we? All of us.
We are. We don't like to call a private area anything but a private area.
Yes. Your bottom half.
Do you remember there was a book once? There was a book once that somebody gave me at drama school. Fanny Hill, the memoirs of a woman of pleasure, and they never actually mention at any point anyone's actual genitalia, and there's like mass orgies in that book, and they call it everything but like his machine and all this stuff, right? But you know what? It's like the most like sexually erotic thing I think I've ever written, because there's literally no swear words, and it's like written in the 1700s. I was like, this is the filthiest thing I have ever read. Like I was sweating.
It's hard, isn't it, to know what words you can or you should use. I think that's possibly what we might discuss on the panel.
What time is this panel on? Can people drink wine?
Well, yeah, I think it's a leisurely.
Please tell me it's not first thing in the morning. Instead of church.
Yeah.
I think you're more erotic than I, if I may say so.
Well, what sort
What's
of
your
word
worst?
might you use for
Well, actually, because
one's hill, as Heather called it?
No, that was a name, Fanny Hill. It was not.
well, I might, go into vegetables and
Vegetables.
Pig's trotters or something.
Oh my gosh!
That's ruder than me.
No.
Yeah, I did know.
But it's not very erotic.
No, it's
not if you're a vegan.
No.
There's a lot of lesbians who are
I
vegans.
won't use that on the day.
is true.
I knew someone who wanted me to call it her banjo.
Oh,
Would I strum it?
a bit musical.
Yes, it's what words you use, I guess.
Banjo.
But I think
Banjo, no, I say.
Frangipange, I've heard.
No.
Oh,
No?
really?
That's a flower, isn't
I've
it?
eaten, but I've
Wow.
Frangipani.
I'll never eat them in the same way in the future.
Is a frangipani not a flower?
No, it's
a little-
It's a
Pie.
It's a little marzipan cake,
I think
isn't
they're
it?
in Morrison for about £1.40 for 3.
Oh, that's just cheap. Don't ever
well.
describe it as that.
I think actually one time I came over to Hastings and I popped round to see you for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
You gave me and my girlfriend a frangipani.
I think
Oh, that's
I
weird.
did, and now I'd be
Yes.
embarrassed since Kiki has really ruined the frangipan for me.
Take off this panel.
did.
Wait a minute, is it frangipan or franzipan?
Well, I always pronounce it franzipan.
Well,
Does
I
it have
thought
ma-
was frangipan? but-
Frangipan.
Frangipan.
Does it involve marzipan?
It
Yes,
does,
That's
it
why I've
does,
never had
yes.
one.
It can involve
It's fine.
anything.
Well, it involves something very different now, doesn't it?
It does.
So I think there's going to be part of that session. The three of us will be reading. We'll
Yes,
be reading one of our slightly ruder
sex
scenes.
scenes,
But
okay.
I'm choosing I think mine are quite funny sex
Yes,
scenes,
some-
aren't they? I
yes.
sort of liken in my latest book someone who's not had lesbian sex before, and she sort of views it as dancing at a wedding. You just have to do it, don't you? You just have to go all in. So yeah, I think that's the way. It's a bit like, you know, the one where you sit down, oops, beside your head. You just
Is
just
it really?
do it.
Is it really like that though?
What, lesbian sex?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
What position you're in, I suppose.
Straddle
But
on
listen,
the
I
dance floor.
want to know something else, right? Because this is, what's your other panel?
Wow.
You're interviewing someone.
Oh, I thought we were talking about our panel on the Sunday
No, we're going to
morning
come back
okay.
to that. We're going to come back to that.
Okay,
But I want to know about this book.
And well, I think I may actually. I am a fraud because by the Sunday I am not going to be a prude anymore because Saturday I have been asked if I will interview Stephanie Theobald.
Oh, about
Yes.
sex drive.
Yeah, and I listened to her on Radio Diva.
Oh, well,
again
that
this
got
week.
very
Heather
sexy.
Wasn't here. It
No,
was,
Victoria was here
and
with
she was
me.
just giggling. Victoria
Oh my
was
goodness!
just giggling the
I
whole
know.
time.
I had to keep things going.
can you
Victoria
just say
was
what the
just
book's
making
about?
noises like, oh.
Can you just say what the
So
book's
book
about?
is Stephanie
Well,
Theobald. It's called Sex Drive. I've read it over the last couple of days.
It's a memoir about a
Fascinating.
drive across America to find some of the kind of old school sex positive feminists in America. People
Right.
like this woman called Betty Dodson who runs masturbation masterclasses where women all kind of sit round in a circle learning how to masturbate.
Why do you
How
need
to strum their
I think I've
banjos.
been stitched up.
Wait. Why do you need that?
She lost her libido. She starts the book. She lost her libido, and
And
has
she
to
gets it
find
back.
It. But I'm a little bit anxious
Heather's
because,
looking confused.
because I'm interviewing, and she has a habit of putting things back on the interviewer. So any sort of question she might ask me, I've in my notes app on my phone thought, right, what's a funny comeback, just so I don't have to answer anything. So
You'll
I don't,
come up with funny comebacks. Don't worry about that.
Wow.
I just saw. Is the book about like just sex with yourself?
Yeah, and quite a few other people.
Oh, okay.
She found
yes,
along the way.
absolutely. It's about sort of rediscovering your libido.
Yeah,
isn't it?
so she certainly is not a prude, and she
No,
doesn't
she
use
is most
words
certainly
like
not a
friendship
prude.
hand.
No, she
at
would just
all.
be more
The
direct,
word.
wouldn't
Yeah, I think
she?
she'd
Yes.
been told what she could and couldn't say on the radio, and she said it all anyway.
She
so,
really
so
did.
A full hour on stage at the Literary Festival.
I'm
So
there.
that's a Saturday.
I'm there because I
Oh
can't
my
believe I
goodness!
wasn't
What
here for the
time
interview.
is that one?
That's well.
No, we don't know
I'm
yet.
I think it. But I'm not sure. I think it. Could
I don't know
be-
if they've announced all the timings
Yeah.
and schedule, have
Yeah,
they? But
quite
my
a-
goodness,
a
that
big-
one's
a
going to be
big
an
one,
interesting.
and,
I think that's going to be a great one, actually, to start.
And the girls at Diva said, "Oh, we need a personality, someone personality interest." I think you stitched me up here as I started
I
to do
can't
my.
believe
No,
you're
she's
doing a
fab.
prude panel and that.
I know.
That's
know.
kind
I'm
of-
going to be hardened by the Sunday. I'm just when VG tries to use her funny little words, I'm just going to be completely hardened
Yeah,
to it all.
exactly. Just tell me.
Yes.
Come on,
Oh, I'll
spit
send,
it out.
Send Stephanie your way. But no, it's an amazing book. It was fascinating and interesting and thought provoking and very funny. Very funny.
I might have to read this.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
And she was quite. Actually, Heather, I don't know if it's
No,
suitable
no.
for you.
What do you mean it's not? Why is it not suitable for me,
No,
but for
I
everyone
don't
else in
think
this room?
no,
Heather's quite
no.
innocent.
She is very
Is-
innocent.
Don't go there.
Really?
I was a couple of nights ago. I was at my children's piano lesson, and I was reading.
You're reading
the
it at the
book,
piano lesson.
and I felt ashamed of myself. I did. And the piano teacher comes out and talking about how they need to improve their fingering. I think, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but
me.
no, great. She is. I haven't met her before. She seems a real character. She has done
She
a
was,
lot.
yeah.
She writes for the
She was
Guardian.
quite uncontrollable,
magazine. Yeah,
really,
Yeah,
when
no,
she came on
is.
the
She's
show.
incredible.
Yeah.
All her YouTube videos. The poor interviewer.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
I don't know how I'm going to quite get through it, but
I
come to
know.
the panel. It's going
No,
to be
that's gonna be a
wonderful.
really
and that's on the
interesting
Saturday. And then obviously we've got the rude writing with Val. Val's got another great panel with Barbara Brownskirt.
Tell us about that. Tell us about that.
I can't tell you anything about that because I can't remember what it's about, except we're just going to have a laugh.
Well, you and
So,
Barbara Brownskirt.
yeah.
What a
So,
combo. That's
you know,
going to be good.
because she can be quite unpleasant, which I'm really looking forward to because I like unpleasant people. So I think, and we both like Judi Dench, so it's a match made
She
in
doesn't,
heaven.
Val, she doesn't like Judi
She
Dench.
loves Judi
She's an
Dench.
obsessive stalker, is Barbara Brownskirt. You know
Now, come
this.
on.
There's a difference, and if she was a man, she'd be locked up.
She
Let's
would.
not
it
make
is-
any bones about
actually,
this.
you're right. It isn't nice, is it?
No,
Really? And,
no.
and I will pass these comments on that you've made about it.
About Barbara, yes.
about
Well, you-
Barbara and Judy. But
You want to watch out. Barbara will come after you, Heather.
and
if
quite
you-
frankly, Barbara getting on the wrong side of Barbara.
I know, he's a bit. You can't risk that, can you? Should be on the warpath. And Kiki, you're doing something with Heather as well.
Sunday
Something.
morning.
Sorry
session.
to blast you out of your earphones there, Rosie.
Sunday morning session on the sofa with Heather Pease.
I don't even know what we're doing. Like, I just get this stuff sent through an email.
gonna
I'm
be
not really sure.
wonderful.
Is it?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Highlight everything.
Oh.
Everything.
Okay, well, you're just
No,
going to
no,
have
we
a
know
chat
we're talking.
about
We're talking about
yeah.
creativity and
about
being a
life
mother
and
at
the
the same
universe.
time. But
Creativity and being a mother. That
yeah,
sounds good.
just trying to fit in being
And,
creative.
Yes.
It's going to be about 3 minutes long. You can't.
Well, you manage it pretty well, both
It'll
of
be a
you.
nice gentle opener, I think, to the Sunday.
Yeah.
Because Saturday night should be quite good. I think there's a comedy night on the Saturday night.
Yeah, well, I think I'll be doing some comedy. I think we're
brilliant.
supposed to be doing a Radio Diva live thing or something. We'll
We
see
are. We're
how
doing Radio
that's
Diva
gonna come
Live.
to
We are. We're doing
apparently.
Radio
Yes.
Diva Live.
I
And
don't
it's,
quite know
it's
what
gonna be
the
awesome.
technicalities of that are going to be.
Well, we're
But,
just going to talk to everybody and
but
hopefully
we're
have
not.
some
Are
music.
we recording it or not? I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.
There's a great panel with Amanda Radley and her wife. They obviously live together and work together, both authors. There's an age age panel.
an age panel. I'm on the
Age panel.
I'm on the age panel.
Right,
One for the ages. And Stella Duffy is going to be
yeah.
around, who's always amazing,
Mary
inspiring.
Hannah's amazing.
Oh, Mary
She's
Hannah's
fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
great.
she's Mary
Yeah.
Hannah. She's
Yeah.
lovely, isn't
Up-and-coming
she?
author,
Cries, lovely.
Indie authors.
Wow, it's going to be amazing.
I think it is going to be really good. They seem to be quite well thought out, the individual panels, even though we're not quite sure when they all are, but it's
Now,
exciting.
Val, I do have to also clear up something with you. When you were posting on Facebook earlier
I know.
about that you're going to be talking about this panel on Radio Diva, and I think you were mentioning one of the sex scenes in your book, one of Mr. Oliver's sex scenes, was it? And there was a certain word that about a lesbian act of perhaps
And I did misspell
tasting
it.
the frangipane, shall we say? And you misspelt this word, and a gay gentleman, Paul Burston, had to correct you.
I know
and
he
it was
did.
really quite shocking that the gay men on Facebook seem to know better about this
know.
word than you.
But it doesn't altogether surprise me because, as I say, I am a prude and I am getting older, and my experience.
Does it begin with C and have two ends?
No, actually,
Well,
it
it
had
had-
three ends. It had two
It
ends.
only
when
had
I
two
did
in
it.
Val's spelling.
I was in such a rush because I was coming up to London that I went to Google the word, and then I thought, oh, I'll just do it. And I also tweeted it wrongly as well. I did check it.
Yeah, but you don't need to be able to spell it to be good at it, do you? Really?
No, exactly.
To be fair.
Everyone knew what I was talking
cares?
about anyway. So,
It does seem to link nicely back to our sexy writers, Kiki and
So I
Val,
think
who are
it's
still here.
Interesting what you were saying there. My home internet security now is on the highest setting. I've got 2 young children. You can't even search for boobs. You can't
Really?
even, no, big red flags go off yet.
Oh, you
are a
prude, aren't you?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah.
You wouldn't
yeah.
even be able to
Full
type it
trackers.
upside down on your calculator.
Boobless. I remember that one.
Remember that? Yeah.
No, the biggest. So I've not seen porn since 1998.
So you're telling me that all of your scenes in your books are just actually in your head?
Yes.
That makes them more brilliant.
I do
That's why
I totally relate to what you were saying earlier about making sex a bit comedic as a kind of way of getting around it, because that's sort of what I did in my show to get over my prudishness. When I have a scene where I go to the lesbian sauna, I do make it very comedic.
very
And
funny,
oh, thank you, Val.
funny.
And we just end up chatting and having a cup of tea, just to kind of. Obviously, I'm not saying that all lesbians, would rather chat and have a cup of tea, but I'm just kind of, I suppose, demonstrating how different we can be to gay men who, go and to have their frangipans on Hampstead Heath, or not frangipans,
see,
aubergines, probably.
When we did the stuff in lip service, it was the complete opposite. Like it couldn't be funny at all. And
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It was
there
really
was no-
serious.
Yeah, there was no comedy in the love scenes I did, and but the thing was, like, we both with the two actresses that I had those scenes with, we just took it upon ourselves to work out choreograph wise how that was going to roll before we went into the room. Not that we'd been asked, but it was just like, how can we make this? I guess I don't know. How can we make this? Really sort of erotic but tasteful, but this and that, and so we did the physicalities of stuff.
I'd love to be an actress.
Yeah, but no, but it wasn't. No, it wasn't really like that. It wasn't, although, yeah. I do remember, I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but I've forgotten her name now. That's show business.
Oh, Heather.
It was
how
Series
can you
2 with
your,
me. Series 2.
The Scottish lady.
You
No,
mean
that
the
was Laura
lovely
Fraser.
little... Oh, Laura, yeah.
Lovely Anna.
Oh,
Anna
Anna.
Skellen, yeah. So but like, we had our lunch, and then you'd come over to each other, and she'd say, "What are you having for lunch?" Because we know we've got the scene after lunch, and and then, "Oh, good, I'll have the same as you," because you don't want to like be smelly. and then they'd send us home because our little flats were just around the corner from where we filmed. So we said, could we just go home and like shower and stuff, because it was like totally stark. Totally stark.
Definitely want to be an actress.
So we'd go and have a shower. But then I do remember like a frantic knock on my door at the Fraser Suites in Glasgow, and it was Anna. Like, we were really, really good mates, do you know what I mean? She's like, hang on. I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes and gets this like full-length mirror down off me wall and just puts it on the floor. She went, right, you go there. And then she gets on top, and then she's just basically showing me where I can put my hand. Because he's self-conscious. No, I'm saying we're dressed. We're dressed at this point. This is not weird.
Okay.
Oh no, I've gone somewhere I shouldn't. No, we're dressed. We're fully dressed. But it's like, it's that self-conscious thing of her going, please put your hand there, because that's the bit that I don't really like, or whatever. Every hang-up that you have as a girl, So that by the time we went in for this totally nude scene,
Wow.
we knew in jeans where we should put our hands. I don't even know why I've gone there, and everybody in the room is looking at me.
Wow. I mean, we just let her go there, didn't we? We were like, let's just let her go.
Anna Skellen, if
I don't
you
know
won't
what
be
you're
listening,
like.
but I'm really sorry about that.
Like Val, but genuinely, I think people do have an impression of Kiki. When I'm in the changing rooms, I am that woman with the towel trying to put her underwear
trying
on.
to get dressed under the towel.
I am.
Listen, we've got 2 minutes to
We've
go.
got to go.
I'm
but
so sorry I went where I went.
I'm sure we'll just continue chatting about
worth it.
this.
Let's
it was
not.
good fun. Everyone, book your tickets, divaliteraryyfestival.com. You can hear Kiki and Val talking about sex and lots more.